Alexa, off! I don't listen to the news anymore. Do you know why not? Because it's not news. It's just gossip. Industrial scale professional gossip. And my mum, God bless her, she always said nothing good could ever come from gossip. It's just like 2 or 3 folk standing outside the co-op stirring up trouble, but magnified 1 billion times. Shit stirring, to put it another way. It's just mindless, nauseating, talking for the sake of it, unhelpful, brain-numbing rubbish. It's just people complaining all the time. Well, I've had enough. I've had it up to here. My brain is so full, I think it might actually explode. To make matters worse, I'm stuck here. Can't even go to work. Do you know, I'd never even heard the word furlough until all of this. Now I'm not even sure I'm going to have a job come Easter. I'll be stuck here under house arrest with nothing better to do than worry about my big brother, Adrian. Oh, I know I shouldn't worry, but I can't help it. It just goes round and round in circles in my head until I'm either bawling my eyes out or screaming under my duvet. He needs me, you see. Oh, but he can be difficult sometimes. Thrawn would be a good word to use to describe my brother. Oh, I love him, but he's not the same as other folk. He can't cope on his own. He needs me to help him. He needs me, he really does. He's a bit of a recluse. Howard Hughes, but without the money or the obsessive hand washing or hopefully not the peeing into milk bottles. See, the first lockdown, the big one, I don't think that had any effect on Adrian. If it hadn't been for the fact that he listened to the radio all day, every day, I don't think it would have had any impact on his daily routine whatsoever. In fact, I think it probably suited him down to the ground. He told me he loved it when it was really quiet outside. There were no planes in the sky. You could actually hear the birds sing. I liked that too. Still managed to go and see him, mind you. You were allowed to visit a relative in need, and well, Adrian kind of fits that bill. So I'd go and visit him about once a week. We only live about 3 miles from each other, so we're pretty handy for each other. Not that he ever comes to visit here, mind you. Once, I think, in 10 years. Anyway, I'd go on my bike and incorporate it into my daily exercise. I'd take him some soup and home baking and do a wee tidy round his flat. Adrian's not the best at housekeeping. No, he'd just sit there while I scooted round with a hoover and did the dishes, that kind of thing. He very rarely got up from his chair. He would just sit there with his woolly hat on, straining to hear the radio over the sound of the hoover until I'd finished. He would tell me about the news. He would tell me the number of deaths that day, what was happening in Syria and the Yemen. I'd take his hat off and ruffle his hair. We never said goodbye. He would just put his hat back on and say, right, and I would say, okay, and that would be that till next week. No phoning and definitely no Skyping or Zooming. Just a week of worry till the next time, which is today. That's my oven timer. I've made him some macaroni cheese. I think he'll like that.